to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestletalk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show. That's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
WTW Wrestletalk Wednesdays.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment LLC, followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah, be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and right after that, for WTW, we got the STR Nation, baby, Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all. Hey, you out there. Do you want energy like this? Get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code Brian B NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. Whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Yes you are, yes you are, yes you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
Yeah, what up? Is it yeah or is it yeet? Yeet. Yo, listen, I'm loving wrestling right now. It's fun. It's fun again. Make America fun again. Sorry, I had to do it to y'all. I know y'all mad. But check it out. We ain't gonna talk about that tonight, yo. You know we gonna talk about tonight. We gonna talk about some wrestling because it's WTW. Man, listen, we're going to talk about a topic today that I really hope is something that's going to happen or could happen in wrestling because I always like, improvise with his mannerisms and stuff like that. But, yo, listen, guys, this is Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. I am the one and only Brian B. here with the Beeline ENT LLC. You know how it goes. Yo, we're doing a lot of big things coming up, and for you to see it all, we have to make sure that you go ahead and like, and you share and you subscribe to the channel. Let me go ahead and press the button here. I was trying to look for the button. But if you go to YouTube, you can go ahead and like and share and subscribe and, see where we got all of our new shows coming out. We're doing 4 shows a week, straight through the week, like we're supposed to. We're being good boys and girls. But check it out, man. You can also go to the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com, where you can actually get a full visual of all of our shows, all of our services, a little bit about the company, how we do stuff, what we do, how long we've been doing it. Got a lot of information on there, man. Definitely check it out, man. Especially if you're a show or a podcaster, or we're also looking for some sponsors, man. We're looking to see if you can get some partnership deals going, some affiliate deals. We're looking for it all, man. We want to get you seen, like we trying to get seen. You know what I mean? Why am I rhyming so much? What's wrong with me? I know what's wrong with me. You know what's wrong with me? This is straight through the roast of the STR Nation. We're in the building, baby. Listen, it might just be me on here with myself, but people be popping up throughout this show. But before we do anything, we got to do this. Let's go! That's right. That's right. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys were tuned in earlier while we did the commission talks, the earlier part of Wrestletalk Wednesday. It was a great conversation. Me and Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy, was on there talking about, stuff going on in the world of wrestling. Listen, Wednesday night is hard for me, right? Because there's a big show that comes on every Wednesday that is called AEW Dynamite. And as much as you guys may not know this or whatever, I'm not a hater of AEW. I kind of talk about it a lot. Sometimes there's a negative slant, but it's only because I want it to be better. It's not because I want it to, they're gonna fail. I'm not one of them guys. I don't want them to fail. I love having the competition. I love having alternative. I love that. It keeps it healthy, keeps it strong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get a chance to watch AEW as much as I want to. And I know I've said this on this show before, but we had a good conversation over on commission this afternoon, and I was just noticing, like, if I could, I would watch more AEW, man. I really need to get on my time and when I'm editing and doing stuff like that, throw it on the computer and just like check out my recording. I got a recording. It's recording on the DVR and stuff like that. I just never really get a chance to catch it. But listen, I want to start talking about it a little bit more because I do like some of the stuff that's happening in it. But even right now, like I kind of wanted to see a little bit more that's going on with it right now. And usually Slim, he's in here and he lets us know about most of the stuff that happens throughout all other wrestling. And I'm super dominant on WWE because that's my shit. But I'm still trying to branch out. But what's up? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys all right? Listen, we're talking to you guys today. I don't know. I'll probably have more crew that kind of jump in. You know how my crew is, man. We here. They've been loyal for a year now. We've been all together for almost a year, I think, at this point. And I appreciate the shit out of them, man. But we are trying to grow the SDR Nation. So if you guys like to talk wrestling, definitely feel free to jump in the comments. Definitely feel free to send me a message if you want to come on and, kind of try your hand at, jumping in one of the seats that we have open here in this open discussion. We debate, we talk shit. We don't care. No holds bar, cage match, baby. But yeah, man, we coming off a crazy week, yo. I don't know if you guys, I had to really sit back and think about it. Yo, we are at the end of this year, and remember how this year started with the whole situation with The Rock and TKO, and then finding out that Raw was going to Netflix. Yo, remember how crazy that was? That shit is a year ago. I remember sitting there getting that information, and everybody was sitting there like, "Oh man, it's going to Netflix. That's all the way next year." Bro, it's next year already. I got fucking 2 months before we go to Netflix and we turn off for Monday Night Raw. I forgot what the official date is, but yeah, it's in January, and from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be 3 hours again, and maybe a little bit more raunchier. They're gonna have a little bit more time to do things. I'm excited. I'm super excited. As somebody who's been watching Monday Night Raw since Raw is War, since the stupid little colorful little entrance way that they had with the little rainbow lights around it like a jukebox in a cowboy movie and shit. like, I've been watching, since the beginning with Monday Night Raw. So it's like to see the transition and where they're gonna go from here is gonna be awesome, man. There's no doubt about it. Over the years, it has kind of dulled down. Remember, at one point, man, Raw was like one of the worst shows, bro. And listen, you say what you want. I know people understand what I'm saying right now. If you was a wrestling fan, WWE fan, like Raw, you used to watch Raw and just watch 3 hours of just, what the hell am I even watching this shit? I got so damn tired of watching Elias come out there with that same shtick every damn day with the damn guitar and barely play a song. I listen, bro. If that was attractive to some people, I don't fucking know. I was bored out of my brains. But yo, nonetheless, man, let's thank my guy right here, bro. One of my favorite wrestlers, top five, number five, as a matter of fact. No, matter of fact, Triple H is number 4 in my top five. Triple H, man, he's definitely been doing an amazing job this year, giving us a lot of new visions that we haven't seen. A very refreshing feel to this world of wrestling. Also, yo, not for nothing, man. Say what you want, whatever. You might politic, you might do this. Shout out to The Rock, man. The Rock has literally lit this shit on fire. WrestleMania was incredible. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Jumping into Las Vegas next year. What do you want to talk about? I wasn't even planning on talking about it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but the reason why I wasn't going to talk about it because, listen, I know it's a hot topic right now, right? We got WrestleMania coming to Vegas. And they're owned by TKO now. Those are the same people who own UFC and do all their stuff, and they're promoting and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. UFC fight. You go to a UFC fight, man, tickets is crazy. You paying money for some tickets for UFC. So now you got WWE. WrestleMania is their biggest spectacle, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have a giant event. It's huge, it's getting bigger every year. And if you're lucky, you're able to go to a WrestleMania event. Of course, the tickets are going to be a lot more than just a regular PLE or a show that they do throughout the year. But I've always been one of the people who's like, yeah, one day I'm going to go to a WrestleMania and shit like that or whatever. Man, listen, bro. I've always kind of toggled with it because I'm one of them type of people that I like a live event. There's definitely a lot of stuff that you'll get from a live event that you can't get from your in your house experience, watching it on the TV and shit like that. In your house, you're gonna get comfort, depending on what you're watching. If you're boring and you're watching on your damn phone or whatever, I guess you just get whatever you get out of that. But if you go to the arena, you were able to be there and you see the feel the pyro and feel the energy from the people around. There is nothing like that fucking experience. There's no doubt about it. But you also have to deal with, unless you like a high roller, bro, you have to deal with the fact that you may be in the nosebleed seats, you looking down the ring, and you got to bring binoculars with you with shit like that, or watch the damn TV they got there. And I mean, I'm definitely not saying I wouldn't go, but because of that, I like being home. I have a nice setup. Like, no matter where I go, if I watch it on my computer shit, if I watch it in my living room, I have a nice setup, so I'm comfortable. But even more so now, knowing that the tickets are so much money, bro. Like, to have to drop, thousands of dollars just to get a, still kind of a little far back seat, bro. Listen, man, I don't know. I mean, who the hell is buying this shit? I mean, if you're doing that for celebrities at this point, you better have a lot of celebrities at your damn event because I don't know. I haven't even seen the ticket prices. I only saw one. It was somebody who showed the seats are here, and they were the middle section. That shit was $1,300 or some shit like that. And I was like, nah, y'all crazy. There's no way in hell I can even afford that. Unless you go, then you got to go by yourself. You go with a friend or, what I mean? That's a lot of fucking money, bro. So I'm fine with watching shit at home. I'm fine with it. I'll go to my Raw events or something like that whenever it's or a Raw SmackDown or even NXT. Well, I guess not NXT, but Raw event or SmackDown or even an AEW event. If it came around in Atlanta and I'm available or whatever, I'm definitely down for that. But I can't drop that. Would y'all, are y'all interested in, man, fucking, I'm gonna take my Christmas bonus and save it to buy some WrestleMania tickets? Bro, it's a lot of money, man. But at the same time, it's a big event. So it's a once in a lifetime maybe opportunity for some people. The guy in the damn green shirt with the smiley face on it and the stupid little camping hat. That motherfucker go to every event, front row. I don't even, he must literally, bro, just work to pay for WWE, bro. He probably live out a bus. Let's be real, that motherfucker probably got a big ass house. super rich. Like, there's no way you can be. But he's probably getting perks too, because WWE know he comes there. He's damn near a celebrity, whatever, bro. But yeah, WrestleMania is interesting, man. It's coming up. Who would have thought it was coming up this soon? But it's coming up, man. So if you're going, I mean, congrats to you for robbing a bank or whatever you did to get the money for them damn tickets. But yeah, man, it's coming up, yo. Listen, one thing that happened before we got on the show today, I saw on AEW right now, they had I guess they're reviving the Hurt Business from WWE with what the hell is his name? Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin. Now, I've been attracted to this because I like the fact that Shelton Benjamin's kind of being seen in a different light and kind of taken seriously. Because even in the Hurt Business in WWE, he was more of like a tag team. He was with Cedric Alexander, so he was kind of still in the background a little bit. MVP was kind of like the mic piece, and Bobby Lashley was like the main guy. Like he was the big dude that was gonna take on everybody and shit like that. He was like the head honcho for the group. But now, with AEW coming in and making some changes, and I don't know why, but this is the name. Let me go ahead. Slim, thank you for the picture earlier. But did he send it to me? I can't remember where he sent it to me. Thank you for the picture earlier, but they're calling themselves the Hurt Syndicate. And I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I said, I've been excited for this. I ain't gonna lie. I've been interested in seeing where they're gonna go or where they're gonna take this. But hearing them call themselves the Hurt Syndicate, for some reason, all it does is remind me that they used to be the Hurt Business in WWE. Like the Hurt Business was like such a better name. The Hurt Syndicate is like, I don't know, it just doesn't flow right, bro. And it's like, instead of me seeing you different, I kind of seeing you as like knockoff. Like, this is not original. This is repeated. You know what I'm saying? It's not as genuine. And I think that's a big problem, with we were talking on commission about some of the guys that will go and they go over to to AEW from WWE if you get released and stuff like that or whatever. And then you're able to be given a fresh start in a way. You're able to, you go, hey, listen, this shit didn't work out in WWE, so we're gonna go ahead and go try it, somewhere else on the indie scene, whatever you're gonna do. And then you go ahead and you just go over to AEW, like, fuck it, we just gonna recycle the shit that we used that didn't work over there. I think that's a bad idea. Even though I get it, it's like a lot of people can agree that the Hurt Business kind of ended a little bit before their time, really. Like, it did feel like they still kind of had a little bit more to go. Like, they really could have maybe made more of an impact if they were given more of a chance. And I agree with that, actually. I'm not gonna lie, because the Hurt Business is one of the dominant factions during the the Thunderdome era and stuff like that or whatever. I've never personally been a Bobby Lashley fan like that. I've always kind of felt like he was kind of flat. He was kind of dry. He doesn't have a very impressive kind of demeanor with them. Of course, he's a big dude, and he comes off and he looks intimidating, but it's always just like he's very casual. Like, it doesn't come off. He's not very good on the mic. So it was just, I don't know, man. It just I was down with it until I heard the name. And now I'm kind of like the Hurt Syndicate. Listen, man, but we're gonna see what they do, because it's something different. It seems like they're actually gonna try to do something with them. It's gonna be interesting to see Swerve versus Bobby and stuff like that. I can't wait till a title is involved. I mean, Bobby Lashley is definitely he's definitely a main event player, but the Hurt Syndicate, I don't know. That one broke me a little bit. I don't know how with it I am with that shit. But besides that, you got Full Gear coming up, and it looks like Mox is fighting Orange Cassidy, which I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just not into it. I'm just not into it. If you guys saw the thumbnail, one of the things I really wanted to talk about on this episode, I did want to talk about it with a couple more people, but feel free if you're in the comments, join the conversation. I think I've said this before for sure. I think another one of my problems with AEW and even NXT at this point is I think there's still an image that kind of needs to be represented, especially for the heavyweight guys, yo. Like, I've said this a bunch of times before. It doesn't look believable to me, just straight up to me. When these guys are over here, like Orange Cassidy's and Darby Allen's and Adam Cole and even Javon Evans in NXT and stuff like that. I'll be real with you. Even fucking Wesley. Like, I'm not hating on these dudes. They're phenomenal talents. But at the end of the day, I just don't see them in the picture of like, the heavyweight championship contendership picture, WWE championship. I just don't see that shit. And I know whenever I, have these conversations, I usually get met with Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston was a one-off, bro. And nothing against Kofi, because Kofi is a phenomenal athlete. But Kofi Kingston was a one-off. Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was one of the ones where a small dude, but he was able to come with it and bring what he did, and he did what he did, and it was able to get over enough for him to have the title. Did he have the look of a damn, a person that's in that position? No, I don't think so. Even when people try to go back to saying shit like, it don't got to be Hulk Hogan, it don't got to be Brock Lesnar, but it also, I mean, I'm not trying to see X-Pac fucking the WWE Championship. It just don't look the same, bro. It's not really the same kind of look to me. I just don't understand why that's so wrong, bro. When you have these guys and they're just real small, like, this dude, for example, bro, Ricochet. Oh man, Ricochet. I almost hate saying his name at this point. I'm just like, I was never a giant Ricochet fan. But ever since, like, I don't know, the shit with him and Samantha Irvin and stuff like that, like, I just, it's something about the way somebody handles themselves. Like, I just lose respect for a motherfucker. Like, and it just seemed like he just seemed like a cornball, bro. Like, I was paying attention to some of the stuff that's been happening with him and Twitter and getting involved with people making comments online and shit, and just it's just corny, bro. It's like he seemed like a corny individual. Like, I understand why he couldn't cut a fucking promo. The reason why you got to flip and nosedive every time you get in the ring is because your character is it seems like you kind of lame, bro. It's like, what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, who the fuck am I, right? Like, I always got to justify that because, yeah, who the fuck are you? You can't. Yeah, I can't do it. You're absolutely right. I'm watching. What I'm saying? I'm watching and judging like a motherfucker. I'm just being honest. But it's like, I don't know, the character that's shown after, it's not just because you leave WWE, it's just like how you leave, or how you leave any company. Anybody going from AEW, man, AEW fucking suck. I'm like, bro, they put you on. You know what I'm saying? If Jay Cargill came over here from AEW, was like, no, I hate that company, blah blah blah. Even if she had reason, like, at some degree, you want to be like, I would think professional, and just not have that kind of mentality, or show people that kind of that you have that mentality, because I'm pretty sure that's very disruptive for doing business, bro. Like, nobody wants to be like, oh man, as soon as this bitch gets mad, she gonna be, dogging us, why we even gonna mess with it, you feel me? Like, and then I'm pretty sure that takes away from different deals that you can have as well. But Ricochet, he was on the Chris Van Vliet show, whatever. I hope I say that guy's name. I respect the shit out of him. He got a really good show. He was on his podcast, and he was just talking about stuff with him and Samantha, and I mean, I caught clips of it, but it was just like, it's just the way they talking, just downplaying. I'm like, bro, like, these guys, no matter how you look at it, maybe you didn't get where you wanted, but it brings me back to my original point. Like, maybe there is a type. Maybe there is a type, yo. Maybe there is a type. I'm just saying. If I'm watching UFC and I'm watching the UFC fight and I see light heavyweight fight, if I see lightweight fight, if I see, featherweight fight, I know what I'm watching. I know what I'm geared up to see. But if I see heavyweight fight and I got Ricochet and Brock Lesnar sitting up there, fucking, I'm not as interested. I'm more like, and I know I've said this shit before, but I'm just saying, like, in all reality, man, am I interested in seeing Orange Cassidy is as a champion? No, I'm not. I'm not. Is it just because he's small? I don't think it's just because of that, but it's definitely part of it. It's definitely a part of it. I mean, to be honest, I can see Ricochet maybe with a different persona, being like AEW champion. I don't think I can see Ricochet, like, he's just too boring, bro. Ricochet is one of them dudes that he needs a gimmick. Not just a flipping around the ring gimmick, but he needs a fucking gimmick. Like the Prince Puma shit. Okay, you gonna rock with that? Put a mask on, whatever. Do whatever you do, but just have something, because the dude is fucking corny, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Ricochet. I don't give a fuck. You can tell him. I don't care. He probably gonna talk shit on Twitter. That's what he does. Talk my dick, man. Just fuck out of here. You corny as hell. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. I don't know, bro. The big dudes back in the day, that was one thing, you know what I'm saying? But at least have some kind of like build to you, a stature to you, bro. You see Bautista, Randy Orton, and you got these big dudes. Even fucking Kevin Owens. At least he's like, a bigger dude. Even Cody, all these guys, like these guys, they got a little muscle, got a little weight. Seth Rollins, he ain't huge, but he's bigger dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then you just see like, Javon Evans. Like, I'm not saying the dude is incredibly talented, man. I'm just saying, do I see him going up against like Roman Reigns and me like really believing the story? I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how the fuck y'all can lie to yourselves and say yes. It's just not interesting to me, bro. But yeah, I wanted to kind of just touch on that topic because of really I had saw a post and it had kind of compared like the guys from back in the day. It compared it started out with like, hey, these are the guys, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, and they show their juiced up asses, wild off of that candy. And then it went to another picture. It shows Stone Cold and Bret Hart. And I was looking like, okay, yeah, it's still like the look is still there. It's a little smaller and all juiced out and shit. But the look is still there. And then it went and they showed a picture of Adam Cole, and it wasn't MJF, it was another dude. I don't know who, I can't remember, but it was another small dude, bro. Just a little skinny. It was Jake Perry. Jack Perry, whatever the fuck his name is. It was them standing next to each other, and they were like, yeah, this is the main event scene. And I'm just looking at it like, really? It's just not appealing, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's not appealing. Say what you want to say. It's not appealing. One of the big things that I wanted to talk about tonight, of course, one of the bigger things that happened recently in WWE was they had some releases recently. And I made a video about it on TikTok, and I was talking about how it's kind of weird that they had releases right now, because I mean, I don't know, but I can't remember. But usually the releases usually happen around like after Mania, and then maybe a couple people get, maybe like there were times where like they just had like a list of people like, oh, everybody get the fuck out. But they had 3 names that had got released recently, and the weird part about it is they were kind of like active. They weren't like not really being used, just kind of sitting in the background. Baron Corbin, of course. It was Indy Hartwell, and it was Tegan Knox. Now, out of that whole list of people, Tegan Knox for sure. Like, you weren't really seeing her too often on things. I think that she was getting into the Speed Championship or some shit like that or whatever. I'm not sure if she had some of those. But you weren't seeing Tegan Knox at all. You was never seeing her ass. I know Candice LeRae, she was definitely on the Speed Champion, but she was also kind of rocking with Indy Hartwell, and they were kind of coming in on some heel turning shit. In the tag title picture every now and then. But Indy Hartwell really started to build up kind of a story going up against Bayley, kind of interrupting her, and it seemed like they were like on their way to build up a feud. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of interested. I was like, okay, this is giving Indy something to do. We're gonna see maybe a different side from her. And I was kind of interested. It gave Bayley something to do, because I was really kind of even thinking with Bayley. I was like, damn, Bayley, what the hell are you going to do after this? Because after you just lost to Nia Jax twice, like, it's not like you can go back after the belt again. I mean, Tiffany Stratton and them are pretty much holding that down now. So it was interesting to see what Indy was doing. And then when we had the news and they were like, yeah, well, they just got released. And then, of course, Baron Corbin. And Baron Corbin is somebody who's been with the company. I think they said it was, I don't know if it was 10 years or 12 years. I can't remember which one it was, but I know it's been a little while. Like he's been with the company for a while. Lone Wolf gimmick. And then he had, a couple of really Baron Corbin was always somebody that did take a gimmick and run with it, bro. He did really good, and I think everybody saw that shit more than ever when he did the thing with the bum ass Corbin, and he just put on a dirty shirt and let his hair grow, and it was just kind of like, because remember before that he was Happy Corbin, and he was winning the lottery and or was that after? No, that was after. That's right. Happy Corbin came after. He was the Constable Corbin or whatever that shit was or whatever, where he was like kind of like the right hand man to the authority, and then he was he had a bunch of gimmicks, man. He had a bunch of gimmicks, bro. He ruffled some feathers. He got in a little trouble. That's what they said. That he had lost that Money in the Bank that he had. He won a Money in the Bank championship, or opportunity, and he kind of made an impact, yo. I think he made an impact. I saw him in the live event one time, in a dark match. He did, I thought he was interesting. He had a good look, he definitely knew how to represent himself. I love the Lone Wolf character. I kind of felt like that should have went a little longer. I feel like that should have went a little longer. That should have been a little bit more of a serious take. Maybe he just kind of even talked a little less, and he was just more kind of intimidating. I think Baron Corbin could have went far, bro. I don't know if I wouldn't say dropped the ball, but I definitely think that he could have went further. If he was more of just like kind of an intimidating figure, like, hey, I'm a lone wolf. I don't need shit. I'm going to take everybody out. And a great finisher, the end of days. And bro, Baron Corbin was real dope when he was like, out there. But then he kind of started, to get, different things here, a bunch of different tag teams. And then he was in a tag team with Apollo Crews. And so I wanted to talk about it. And with these guys being released, I wanted to bring up some other people that, I'm not trying to wish bad on anybody at all. I'm just trying to, acknowledge, that there's definitely some people, be real, that are still in WWE that is very surprising. I would say that are still in WWE. For one, whether people that's been, injured for a while, whether people that's just been like, just not really been doing anything. And I'll start from off of what I just said. Fucking Apollo Crews, man. Apollo Crews has been in WWE. I don't even know. Damn, he's got to be as long as Baron Corbin. Hold up, we got Slim in the building. Yo, okay, fine. I'm not by myself as long as I've been talking to myself for a minute. I've been killing it though. I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. All right, let's bring him in. Yo, tag team partner. You know who he is. STR Slim. What up, Slim?
What's up, baby? What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. We over here, just running it down, bro. Running it down. It's been one of them times where I've been talking and I've kind of been like, as I'm talking, I'm kind of like asking myself more questions and shit. Like we were talking about, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the show. We were talking about WrestleMania tickets and stuff like that, and how I always like I would love to go to Mania, right? I'm not saying I don't want to go to Mania, but I'm saying like I'll be comfortable, bro. I got a nice big ass TV. I'll bring some popcorn. Especially with a 2-night event, I don't gotta worry about no traffic. I see everything right the fuck there. I don't gotta be sitting behind a post somewhere. How you feel though?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, as a super fan, that's definitely on the wrestling to-do list. Like for me, it would be Mania, and then eventually like figuring out the time difference and going to Wrestle Kingdom in Japan. But this is my thing though. I get what you're saying. If you got the money, that's good, because here's my thing. WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year. Everybody's coming from all over the United States and the country, mind you. So when the tickets go, they go. So my thing is though, I feel like if you're gonna do Mania right and you got the money, I would at least want to be in one of the first 10 rows. Like anything beyond the 10 rows, I feel like you're not gonna get that much of an experience. Like, yeah, I get it. Some people be like, well, at least I was in the building, and that's cool. But like, how much did you see?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I said.
my thing is though, my thing is though, are you paying almost damn near $8,000 just to look at a Titantron for 4 hours? Like that's my thing. Now, if you got the money like Brock Lesnar guy or the green shirt guy or like the main people we see that are like obviously have a good amount of money, then I say, hey, enjoy it. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I had the bread and I'm like, hey, I just bought WrestleMania tickets for 2 days, and knowing me, I'd probably try to get the Raw ticket too.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
it
definitely
would
would.
it would definitely have to be like the first within the first 10 rows. But I mean, and as a super fan, I would say, don't go broke just trying to watch something that you love. I
Yeah.
mean, you hear these stories of people that be like, man, I didn't pay my last month's rent and my car note just to make it to the Super Bowl or something like that.
Nah,
Or like,
that's wild.
so I mean, I feel like if you got the money, go ahead. If you don't, I mean, I'm like you. I got a big TV. I got a nice size couch. I got plenty of food connects. I can order me a big pizza and get some beer
Right.
and some liquor and just have a good time.
And be straight and be home and take a shit when you want to, and not gonna worry about nobody in the bathrooms. And listen, bro, I feel you. I feel you all the way. Slim, definitely glad to have you, bro. How's everything going, bro? Everything going good?
Going good, man. We just had the baby shower this past weekend with friends and
Yeah.
family and loved ones. I'm tired of carrying diapers. Like I literally had to put a whole wall in my townhouse of just diapers on the
That's
side of the wall.
that's
And
awesome.
her crib and her bassinet just came today, so I got to build that this weekend. Get my little toolkit on.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, it's been doing pretty good. Job is going well. Um, can't complain about that. Just working hard. TikTok followers is going up slowly but surely. I think
Yeah, I saw that.
we're at like 600 and like 3 or 5 now, and like the
Yeah.
views are. When I can post, I be so focused, man. Like I find myself only able to post like on the weekends because like during the week, I'm just so like busy, 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 and I can't
Yeah.
like concentrate the way I want to concentrate. And the funny thing is, I've noticed is just like I get more views when I don't show my face, and I just make something funny. When I do show my face, I don't get that many views. So it's like it's a toss
Mm.
up sometimes with TikTok.
Yeah, it's
Because
like the
I
algorithm, or whatever.
the funny thing is like I can do like a semi serious think piece and it get like maybe 500-600, but if I do something stupid, just silly, which I don't think is gonna do anything, it'll blow up. Like the one random Pat McAfee thing I did went to like 33,000 views one day, and I
It's
was just
quick.
like,
You know what it is, though? It's quick. It's like shit like that is just a fast attention grabber, and somebody sees it and they chuckle and they like. You feel me? So it's like when you got the thought provoking shit or like the speeches and stuff like that. I've been doing the speeches a lot, just trying to talk shit, especially if I'm talking shit. And there are people who will agree with it or like it or whatever, but they won't as easy as like after the whole thing happened. I think it was SummerSlam, and I made the WWE hit list, and I had Dom and whatever, and then that
oh
shit
yeah,
blew up, and they were just like, it's easy to see, what I'm saying? It's probably it's relatable because it just happened. So yeah,
yep.
that's what I would say if I had to put a definition to it.
I don't know, man.
Also, them diapers, yo, did you I did the same thing when I had my first son, bro. I was working at a supermarket. So what I would do is every time stuff went on sale, I would buy it. And then I had to travel from Jersey to Georgia. And I had
Word.
just a whole bunch of shit. But what I did was I made a big ass mistake. And I want to see, hopefully you're good. I bought all ones. Like I bought a lot of ones. I bought a couple twos. I bought a couple threes.
Oh no, I got every size from
Okay, good, good, good.
0 to whatever months. Like she's good because she's gonna grow. Like
Yeah.
doctor says she already has my height, so she's already 20 inches. So
There you
like
go. Yeah,
great.
man.
I got either
I was
a, I got either
pissed.
I got either a volleyball player or a friggin' track star on my hands soon. So who knows?
She's gonna be a wrestler, bro. Gonna come. Daddy, I want to go to this school. Listen, I don't think my daughter gonna get into wrestling. I don't know. I feel like my daughter's gonna be like a cook or something.
Everybody is like, you can't like force her to like what you like. I'm not gonna force her to do anything. I'm just gonna be watching it and just see how she comes along with it.
Eric, yo, definitely get into wrestling, bro. So you can come on the shows and talk with us, man. He said, if he said, Eric said, I'm with Slim. If I'm going to go, I want to be close enough to see pimples on asses. better, better bring a binocular, motherfucker.
Real.
Yo,
But I
Eric
thought,
G. Yo, Eric, bro, we gotta get you back on the show too, man. I gotta figure out what we doing. I need a couple of group shows. We
but
gotta do some.
you also got to factor in when you're thinking about Mania, you're not just buying that ticket. You got to get, depending on where you're at, that's airfare,
That's right.
that's travel, that's food. If you're like me, I would want to have at least like a stack, maybe three on me for the merch I want to buy while I'm
Trying to
there.
tell
Because
you. Of course.
you already know Mania, they're gonna hike the price up for anything.
Yeah, that's
Like
right. You're
especially
absolutely
like
right.
the prices I was seeing at those WWE superstores when they were in what was it, New York this past or New Jersey this past or Philly this past WrestleMania was crazy.
Yeah.
Like they were selling belts that are on the shop for like 400 and things going for like 600-700 at the superstore.
And you know, people was buying them. That's why they do
Yeah.
it, because they know that people are there. It's convenient, and they're gonna sit there and just eat it up, man.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
you're absolutely right.
I tell anybody who doesn't understand it, WrestleMania is like the Comic Con for wrestling fans. It is the
That's right.
biggest gathering of like-minded people, and like of course, and WWE is smart. Hey, we know we got some quote unquote wrestling fans or wrestling nerds here. Let's hike up the price. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, when I was at Raw the last time they came to Greensboro, and I saw a dude buy a $500 belt, no problem. He said, "Here you go,
Yeah.
501." Well, 501, 100. So like, it's possible. It just depends. Like my thing is though, I'm was raised like not to be stingy, but I was taught how to be frugal. Like I'm not
Mm,
gonna overspend my means. Like I
yeah.
can safely say like any belt I have in my possession, two of them were gifts, and one I actually planned and found out for a good decent price from a maker. So like you ain't gotta break the bank on a lot of stuff. And shout out to Brian for joining the club. Finally got the belt in the background.
Finally. Yo, I can't wait for you guys to see my new pictures. My new pictures gonna be fucking dope, yo, on some bloodline shit. I ain't gonna give too much away. Some Jacob Fatu shit. But yeah, but we gonna rock with that. But yo, Slim, you came in right when we were starting to talk about the releases, man. This was something I wanted to talk about because I'm interested. I ain't gonna lie. Like I started the show off today by saying, like, talking about how, we were literally just the beginning of this year talking about how The Rock was part of the board on TKO and Netflix going to Raw going to Netflix and all this shit. And I remember me being for sure. We were talking about it, but I was like, damn, it's all the way next year. And we fucking 2 months away from that now. Less than 2 months. Let me see what E over here, right? E on the show today. But I grew up broke. What you do is sneak your snacks in, like the movie when you're at the movies. That's right, sneak your snacks, and I still do that to this day for sure. Then I'm also in North Carolina. It's easy to find a scalper or go to Ticketmaster and make them payments. Yes, right. You guys are all in North Carolina together, right around the same area. But
I didn't know Lane was that close to me.
yeah, that's great. She said an hour, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, you guys are close, man. I'm about 6 hours from you guys. So it's not. No, was it? No, yeah, I think it was like 6 hours from that spot you guys sent me.
You in
But
Georgia, right?
yeah, I'm like 30 minutes from like downtown Atlanta.
Is
So
the vibe in your state jubilant, or how is it today?
I haven't been out. I haven't been out, bro. But I asked my wife. When she got home from work, and then her dad had came over, and we were doing some stuff, and they didn't say anything really. They didn't say anything really, but I don't know, bro. I mean, I've been on TikTok a little bit here and there. I've been actually really busy today, but I've been on TikTok here and there, and I guess the vibe is kind of, there's people are mad and stuff like that, but I haven't heard anything crazy. Just I keep hearing everybody saying, "Oh, we're doomed," and I'm like, okay, whatever the fuck y'all say. Like, oh, I
I
guess
mean,
everything's been great. Like,
my
I
my
don't know.
thing is my thing is I hate politics. I'm glad it's over because I
Yes,
hate it's nothing but professional dissing. Pretty much is all it is.
absolutely right.
Whatever dirt you can dig up on somebody and get them to believe it. And my thing has always been this: like, Um, I feel like you should present your policy to the people and let people make their own judgment call. I'm
Mm,
never not going to be friends with somebody because I don't agree with their political views. Because I'm friends with a bunch of Republicans. It doesn't mean that I don't like them per se. I'm not going to lump all the bad ones in with the good ones.
yeah, true.
But like I told people, I felt like a lot of people chose to look at the fact, not the fact that she was black, but just the fact that she was just solely a woman and said I couldn't do it. Like that pride from the southern states and everything. Like I just can't put a woman in power. And I feel like that's how it went. Do I feel like we could have made history last night? Yes. But I'm not gonna sit here and bash the right side or any side until I see something that's going to change the outlook on our country and
That's and
everything.
that's the biggest part, bro. Like for me, it's kind of like the biggest thing of what you said. I'm more of the. I feel like just like you just said. I feel like a lot of people were running with that, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was also a power move to kind of have that as the backup plan because they knew what was going on with Biden. Bro, there's no way you didn't. And I feel like having Kamala there is almost like your ace in the hole. Like, wait a minute, she's the first black woman. That'll be an extra kind of merit, under her cap that'll be able to get her maybe as a shoe in, because damn well people are gonna be like, man, I want the first woman, and then black woman on top of that. It's very
Exactly.
strategic, bro. Like, you don't need to be, a genius to see that shit. But like you said, bro, I didn't have a dog in the fight. I'm sorry. Like, it's just I'm not a fan of either. I just really, like you said, I didn't see anybody doing anything but trying to fucking undercut each other. Trump is, a master at that shit. There's no doubt about that. But it's not doing anything for us. And when I say us, I don't just mean black people. I'm saying us, fucking bread and shit. I'm broke going to the store. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If you want me to fucking be excited about some voting, then y'all should come up with. Listen, y'all. I know y'all tired of spending all your fucking check trying to feed your family. This is what I got. I'm gonna do this as soon as I get in the door. I didn't hear none of that. I just hear, well, he just does this. Oh, she just does. Like you said, bro, I'm tired of this shit. I personally don't fucking even care. Like you said,
Yeah.
until I see something, and then I'm
One
like,
second.
okay, go ahead. No, you good. But yeah, man, we were talking on the web show the same way where we were just like, hey, listen, until I see something, that's when I'll get excited. But y'all fighting back and forth because y'all picked the side, and that's what y'all living with now. But yeah, we definitely ain't gonna talk about too much of that. We did that last night. That was on the web show. But yeah, man. So back to the the releases and everything like that or whatever. I think that some other people that are going to be on the list, if WWE is in some kind of like clearing the house. I can see Apollo Crews, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, yo, but I'm just trying to. I don't understand how dude is still there. Unless he's just like doing background work or something like that, like kind of like Titus O'Neil, or if he's just like got something else going on, deeper connections in the company, this and that. But it's just like it just doesn't seem like he's ever utilized. It seems like everything he kind of does, it's always kind of just barely making it, and it's just weird. So to see Baron Corbin and them dip, it's not like it's completely not understandable, but it's definitely weird when there's other people. I feel like, damn, maybe they should be, getting the call a little earlier. Another one that I've been thinking, of course, this is someone who's been on the card for a little while now, and I just don't get it. It's Shotzi, man. I sound this sounds like the worst kind of topic, and I think a lot of people will probably stay away from it. But I want to be honest, like I just feel like from a watcher standpoint, like just a fan watching the product. Shotzi is somebody that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, I kind of miss how she's even still there, bro. Like, I know she's injured. She's on the injured list. You got Shotzi. You got a couple people that just like even when they're not injured, they're just how are y'all still making it, bro?
Dakota
You know what I'm
Kai.
saying? Dakota, listen, bro, can't not be injured. Like, what the what the fuck are you gonna do, man? Like, you're not trying to make somebody lose their job, but it's just reality, bro. You off more than you on, bro. At some
Hey,
point, you got to be realistic.
yeah, I'm not surprised that Tegan Knox. I feel
Hmm.
bad for her because I think that getting those two ACL injuries back to back did not help her
That
at all
sucks.
because Tegan was supposed to be in that same class with Roxanne, Dakota, Cora, and all them. And if you remember, like her and Dakota were going into a big feud because like when she turned on Dakota, Dakota became a super heel, and Tegan was supposed to be the babyface. Then she got hurt,
Right.
and the whole start and stop thing. Now, I'll say this with a grain of salt: Baron Corbin had 12 years to get it right,
Mm.
and not to his own fault. I think the whole turning him into a broke gimmick and then making him rich was kind of stupid.
Oh, you didn't like
Um,
it.
I didn't like it. I
You
mean, don't
rocked
get me
with it
wrong.
though.
The Happy Corbin storyline was funny, but it didn't pay off for nothing much except for giving him a feud with Madcap Moss. Doesn't even work there
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. No, you're right about that.
Like,
I think that the bum ass Corbin thing, I think I think you just said it best, bro. Not to interrupt, but you said it best. He had a lot of time to get shit right. And I think they set him up in a lot of places. The lone wolf gimmick to start was
yeah,
phenomenal. But then you had that bum ass Corbin gimmick could have really opened up something brand new for him. And I do think that the payoff of the happy Corbin after, oh, I finally got it, and now I'm a gigolo, whatever, casino
yeah.
hopper or whatever. That was stupid. I didn't like that shit either. Everybody laughing all the time. What the fuck? Like,
And
but the
I
bum
also
ass
think,
Corbin shit was interesting. It made him interesting.
yeah, and the whole King Corbin thing was straight, but that didn't benefit him because there was no world heavyweight title at the time. It was just
Mm,
WWE and Universal at that time, and that had to be caught up in whatever storyline Roman Reigns was going to be doing.
that's right.
So, and my thing is like I agree, his lone wolf gimmick to me was the best one. I felt
Yeah.
like when they sent him back down to NXT, he should have went right back to that instead of whatever this whole burn the ships thing was when he came out with it. But I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not talented because I can definitely say I've seen. Well, Dolph can make anybody look good, but to me, when he fought Ziggler a couple of times, and he's a big man that can move,
Yeah.
like when he does that thing where he slides out the ring, slides back in, and gives you a clothesline. There's not many people
Yeah.
doing that on the fly like that.
Yeah. It's pretty
And
dope.
I feel like when you paired him with JBL, I had hope, but
That
that
looked
didn't
dope. Yeah.
do
I don't know
well
why that didn't work out.
because it was just like JBL's whole thing was like, I'm a rich Texan who made it on Wall Street. And I'm literally like, I'm John Bradshaw Layfield. I'm a wrestling god. Like, I didn't get that when I saw Baron Corbin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just
That's true.
saw a big man who had a killer finisher. Because, End of Days is probably one of the best finishers I've ever seen in a long
For
time.
real. For real. It's awesome.
And especially I think it's kind of hard for you to be a big man and not have like the classic big man moves like big boot, choke slam, sidewalk slam, all that stuff. But for a big man to essentially have a move that you can pull out of nowhere is very interesting.
Yeah.
But I wish him the best. I'm not one of those people who's like, yeah, I think everybody who leaves WWE should go to AEW because then you'll just get another convoluted roster.
Yeah.
Some people need that break. But I mean, if he doesn't go back into wrestling, I'm pretty sure he has other interests. But somebody will
Yeah.
pick him up. I ain't
He's
trying to be
pretty
funny. Baron Corbin to me would do well in like a TNA setting for some
he,
reason.
he he's actually really entertaining on TikTok and shit. Like he does cooking videos and stuff like that with his family. He's actually pretty entertaining. I could personally see him, I don't know about acting or anything like that. I could definitely see him like kind of hosting some shit, or like
Yep.
even if it's just like a TV show, like being like a host. He kind of does have that kind of character to him. So no, I'm pretty sure he'll find his way and do whatever. I know it's probably opened up a lot of doors for him if he wants to continue going on to wrestling. Yeah, you were right. I thought it was like 12 years or something for him. We're forgetting, man. Like these people have literally been in WWE at that for a while, man. A lot of the people that we're seeing, the Usos, Roman, Seth. We've been talking about this recently. Like R-Truth for sure. R-Truth been in
Yep.
this shit for like 30 years at this point. But
Hey, quick.
yeah, K Quick, a Road Dogg's partner after the New Age Outlaws broke up. That's what you saw with Road Dogg, and I'm like, oh, when they broke up, man, that hurt my heart. I don't even know how the New Age Outlaws aren't my favorite tag team, but the Hardys have to be my first. But yeah, man, there's just a lot, and to talk about the releases is one thing. There's still, we I know we were talking about, like, even Shinsuke, like, at this point, you got to honestly be like, what the fuck can they possibly do with Shinsuke at this point, yo? Like, honestly, when the last time he had his little revision and he came back with that comic shit on the thing with that red, I
Yeah.
love that shit, bro.
See,
I
like,
love that.
my thing is, though, they threw Shinsuke a bone and let him go wrestle the Great Muta like last year in Pro Wrestling Noah, and
Yeah,
that's been it. But like,
yeah,
you you don't really have much because, like, and I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Shinsuke at his age and WWE just wants me to collect a paycheck, I get it. I
yeah.
get it.
That's
You
true
know,
too.
he said he's trending down. Like, people got to realize, like, before Shinsuke got there to WWE, he was in wars with like Naito, Okada, Ibushi, Tanahashi, and New Japan, and like really like that style wears on your body. So I
I
mean,
bet.
like, coming to WWE and working a different style, I mean, was good. And I mean, his track record's already good. He's been an Intercontinental Champion. I think he's been a U.S. champion. He's been an
Royal
NXT
Rumble winner.
champion, Royal Rumble winner. And
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that if Vince had the balls, they should have put a title on him at Mania. I feel
Mhm.
like I just feel like if you're the Royal Rumble winner, like, you should go over at Mania.
At
Like, I
least, at
mean,
least somewhat. Yeah, to
yeah,
some caliber.
pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
let
but I
them build
mean,
you up at least.
it is what it is. One second.
Yeah, no, you good. But yeah, man. Speaking of everybody who, the releases and stuff like that, we don't know if we're gonna see more before they jump to this new deal. And we also don't know what's going to be next, like, just going forward with people coming back. One of the, there's definitely a couple of names still out there, like, of course, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, which is interesting because, there was rumors, or there was, things being said that she was, getting back in the performance center and kind of like trying to get, master her craft again. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of the people that's in WWE right now is just, I don't know why, but the more and more I'm talking about it, and I'm not trying to, make changes in anybody's career, but you're just noticing that some of the people that we're talking about that's coming back, or even, getting released and stuff like that, they've been doing it for a minute, bro. Shinsuke, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, starting to hear people name drop her a little bit now. So maybe she's on the up and coming, coming back. You saw Seth Rollins recently was just in an interview, and he was pretty much saying, like, I got way more days, behind me than I have ahead of me. Like, these guys got to know, bro. You can't just continuously go in this field and just like think you're going to be, 50 years old. Chris Jericho, you know what I'm saying, or Jeff Hardy and them, like, you're not, to some degree, I'm pretty sure these guys want to probably move on. They got families, they're ready to, see what else they got probably in the books for them or whatever. They've been doing it for a long ass time. So, I don't know, man. It's just very interesting to see what this new transition into the Netflix world and, all this new stuff that's happened this year is going to bring for, the future of this company, bro. Even Cody Rhodes, man, he's not, super young. He's definitely somebody who's been wrestling for a while. Like, I'm not saying he can't go or anything like that, but Randy at some point got to slow down. KO, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Even fucking Damian Priest is like 40 something years old. These guys is like, they've been doing it for a while, man. So it's gonna be more of a breath of fresh air when you're seeing the Carmelo Hayes, when you're seeing the Braun Breakers, and you got these guys really coming in. Fucking Finn Balor, 40 something years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like they gonna be going until they 50 something. All of them. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them want to be like, man, listen, my back hurt. I'm gonna fucking lay down for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let it go. But yeah, man, it's just real interesting to see, and what a crazy realm we've come from, of just watching this product and just growing with this product and stuff like that for all of these years, and watching wrestling grow into what it is, and continuously, like, building from this. It's gonna be real fun. I can't wait to see what the new year's bringing in, and I'm definitely super ready to watch Raw on Netflix, and kind of just go from there. But Slim, man, we definitely about to wrap it up, bro. I really, appreciate you every time you jump on here. I know you working, and you, I mean, literally, bro. If you think about it, you have been on this show damn near every episode, and a lot of them has been from work, bro. Like, I'm trying to get motherfuckers on this shit, and they ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting there like, yo, they hit me up. Hey, I want to come on, and all that. And I hit them up. I got the link. You ready? And then you don't hear nothing. But then after the show, as soon as I get off the show, watch people say, hey man, I wanted to get on, but I was whatever, motherfucker. Like, we'll just keep going. We still looking. So if y'all want to come on, definitely still come on. But you got anything in closing, bro?
Like I said, I'm gonna have to do some rewatching when I get home out of this. NXT and AEW kind of went head to head tonight.
Yeah, I missed both. I missed both of them shits.
I do like the little spoilers I've been seeing. We got a rare Nunzio appearance, apparently.
Oh, really?
And yeah, apparently Nunzio and Tony D'Angelo had a segment, and then Devon done came out, and Dawn Marie and Rhino. So I'm like, I love it when they throw it back to nostalgia. Yeah, I'm gonna say this with a grain of salt, and people can get mad if they want to. I am not as excited as everyone else for the Hurt Syndicate in AEW.
I said it earlier.
I'm telling people right now, and this is not a knock on anybody. So don't get me wrong. Like, number one, this is probably the best I've seen Shelton Benjamin in a long time for him to go all out. So he's actually been doing really good. And I get it's a fresh start for MVP. Even though I don't agree with some of the comments he said talking about they were going to be as big as the Bloodline, I doubt that.
Really doubt that.
But I'm gonna say it, and people can be mad if they want. When Bobby came out last week, that pop was mid. It wasn't like the pop that Okada or Ospreay got when they came in. It wasn't like people were like when CM Punk debuted there. Like, it wasn't like it didn't move the needle for me per se. But I get it, and like I said, what was going to happen is already confirmed. Bobby Lashley versus Swerve Strickland at Full Gear. Pretty much knew that was going to happen. But the only thing that's going to make it interesting for me is if they put somebody new in there, like maybe Ricochet. They're trying to tease Max Caster, breaking up the Acclaimed and all that stuff. But doing good. As far as everything else, Wrestle Kingdom shaping up to be pretty good. If you're a Japanese wrestling fan, Shota Umino, who's been christened one of the next generation, is challenging Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. And this past, I think it was Monday, it was this past Sunday or Monday at a New Japan event, Sonata joined the Bullet Club, so a lot of people weren't expecting that. He's always been a babyface for the last 4 years, and I've been critical of David Finlay ever since he took over Bullet Club, but I think this was a very big move. Other than that, I can't wait for SmackDown. I want to see if everybody, including Sammy, if they can hash out this stuff. And I got to see, since they lost at Crown Jewel, how they're going to convince or get them all to like the War Games match now. So
yeah. I think they're doing it in a good way. It's definitely a lot of. I think it's good. It's telling a good story. Having Solo beat Roman was a crazy image, bro. It was really crazy image, especially knowing it's still Roman Reigns. Yeah, it was definitely crazy to see. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll see something new too, man. I'm hoping that there are some more people to come in. Like, another thing before we leave real quick. I see a lot of talk in the online and stuff about Zilla Fatu, man. Zilla Fatu, and yo, listen, I am not saying nothing bad about this nigga, like at all, but I'm just saying, like, I saw Rikishi was on, I don't know if it's his podcast or a podcast, and he was talking about how he was basically like, he was asked a question about Zilla, and he was basically just saying like, yo, listen, I don't recommend anybody in the company unless I think that they're ready. And he kind of sounded like he was saying, he was kind of wording it. It seemed like he was saying like, I don't know if Zilla's ready for the actual industry yet. And I have no idea about him, but I just didn't see Zilla Fatu like being one of the ones that they go to grab real quick. Not saying he's not talented, but it looks like he's still kind of fresh in the building. Like I didn't think WWE would go and jump at him right away
I
without giving
mean,
him some time.
I think the thing is like when you are the NFL of wrestling, you're always going to look at a prospect. And if you've got that name and that bloodline behind you,
Yeah,
why would I not look at you? Now, I agree. Everybody isn't ready to say, "Oh yeah, let me just offer you an NXT contract and we'll get you in here, none of this and none of that." Like, no, some people need that time on the indies to figure out who they are and what they want to be, and get some of that training underneath their belt.
yeah,
But I'm always a firm believer. Like, they already signed Hikaleo, so
yeah.
whenever he debuts, will be interesting. And I mean, I'm pretty sure if Zilla is talented enough to when it's time, they will sign him. And I feel like it's just gonna come at the right time. I mean, we at one point thought we would never see Jacob Fatu or the Gorillas of Destiny in
That's right.
WWE, and
Yeah,
look where we are
definitely
now.
that. Definitely that. Definitely that. But yeah, I just want to say that about Zilla, man. I've been seeing a lot. I definitely don't think we're gonna see him anytime soon. But yeah, like you said, bro. I mean, he's definitely a prospect. Maybe a great. Well, I was gonna say maybe a great person for the ID program or however they do that. But yeah, we're definitely going to look and see what goes on. But yo, guys, thank you so much for watching again. Of course, if you haven't already, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel and like the channel and do all of that stuff or whatever. We're going to be here. Saying it on all my shows. I am going to be back until the end of the year for sure. All 4 shows, man. We got the web show on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. We got Wrestle Talk on Wednesday. We have Commission at 5. And then we have Straight to the Roast Wrestle Talk at 9 Eastern time. And then we have tomorrow night, we coming back with the entertainment show, bro. We're gonna be back. We had the Halloween episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that last week. And then we're gonna have the entertainment show. We're talking about some movies and stuff like that we've been watching and just have some fun with some maybe even some comic book talk. I've been seeing a lot of this Superman versus everybody, and everybody's saying, oh, Superman can't beat.
Let me ask you one thing before we leave, man.
Yeah.
Since you're the movie guy,
Oh
what do
yeah.
you think? What do you think about this trend of Disney losing certain domain rights, and now there's a whole Disney horror universe out there now between like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and they're
Ah,
about to make a
God,
Bambi horror movie and all this
stop
stuff and the
fucking playing.
Pinocchio thing. I'm just
No
saying.
way. Listen, first off, them shits is horrible, bro. That fucking Winnie the Pooh shit, that shit was horrible. I don't even know how I kept it on the whole time. But yes, I mean it's goofy. I saw they had like the Mickey. I don't know if they were under Disney, but it was like Mickey Mouse, basically Mouse Trap or some shit they had recently, like a B
Yep.
movie. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know like that was the whole scheme behind it. Like they're losing their rights or whatever. I mean, but some of them shits they have to be like up for grabs, right? Because copyright only have a certain limit of
Yeah.
jurisdiction
So
or
when
whatever.
you lose domain, it's basically like you lose like image and likeness and all that stuff. So like
Yeah.
it's pretty much up for grabs.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Let them have fun. I mean, here's what I gotta say about it. If you're gonna do it good, because y'all making some bullshit out here. You got an opportunity, a Bambi movie. Come on, really? I mean, you already know that's gonna be stupid. But then you'll be surprised because that'll be one of the scariest fucking movies you ever watched. You know which one I was talking about, and on the Halloween special, I did uh Night Swim
Yeah.
about the killer pool. When I
Oh
saw that
wow.
shit, I was like, this is gonna be the stupidest movie on the planet. Let me tell you something. Fucking movie was pretty good, man. It was actually legit good. And I was watching, I was like, damn, that one. And then there was a movie back in the day. I remember I was like, me and my ex-girl, we were watching it and it came on the trailer. It was called ATM. And we sitting here, and it was about people walking the ATM machine, like that was just kind of like in the public. And we sitting there
Yeah.
watching the trailer, like, get the fuck out of here. You just get out, just leave, break the glass. When I
Yeah.
tell you, that's a good ass movie, bro. With Josh from Drake and Josh and that shit.
Oh word.
Check that out, bro. Yeah, ATM. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow and go in a little more detail on that tomorrow because I don't have no show set up for tomorrow. I'm just gonna make it tonight probably. But Slim, yo, definitely love having you on, brother. If you want to come on and talk some shit, I don't know if you off, you working, whatever. But you're more than welcome to join in. But yeah, we'll be back with the ENT show tomorrow, and then of course Sunday night we're gonna be back with Live on the Line, man. You know, Troy DeRyan, he joining me. He wants to be a co-host on Sunday night, so that's gonna be awesome. And we'll be talking about some shit, going on. But guys, until next time, of course, make sure that you go ahead and check out the website as well. It's gonna be the B-Line Entertainment LLC. My computer's acting funny, so I ain't even giving no things. But until next time, we would definitely want you to stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby. And we'll be back next Wednesday because that's what we do. Talk that wrestling. Let's go. Nah, I'm out. Peace out, y'all.